Hello and welcome once again to the newspaper analysis program on Swayam Pathshala Odisha. Today we'll discuss the current affairs for the week ending 19th July 2020. So the first point is TT World Team Championships delayed to 2021. Okay. So in view of this global pandemic, several sporting events are being cancelled this year. Okay. And TT, that is Table Tennis World Team Championships, also delayed to 2021. So what was the name of the tournament? What is the name of the tournament? It is Hana Bank 2020 ITTF World Team Table Tennis Championships. Okay. So the venue was Busan City, which is present in South Korea. And what is the capital of South Korea? It is Seoul. Seoul. That is Seoul is the capital of South Korea. What is the full form of ITTF? International Table Tennis Federation. This is the full form of ITTF. Okay. And the headquarters of ITTF is present in Lausanne, Switzerland. Okay. So the next point is UNESCO regrets Turkish move to convert Hagia Sophia into a mosque. Okay. So the what is the full form of UNESCO? That is the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. Okay. So this is one of the agencies of United Nations which promotes education, science and culture throughout the world. Okay. So Hagia Sophia was a famous architectural marvelous that was a church built around 15 years back. Okay, and it was built by the Eastern Roman Empire, which is also called Byzantine Empire. Okay, so it is situated. Hagia Sophia Church is situated in Istanbul, city of Turkey. The country name is Turkey. Okay, and the capital of Turkey is Ankara. Okay, so after the fall of Constantinople, that is the fall of Eastern Roman Empire. Okay, so Constantinople was the capital city of the Roman Empire. So after they got defeated by the Ottoman Empire, by the Ottomans, okay, in 1453, the church was converted into a mosque. Then again in the modern era, that is in the year 1934, so it was designated as a secular museum that was shared by people of different religions like Christians, Muslims and other faiths alike. Okay. So the current president, Turkey president, and that is RT Erdogan, he signed a law to convert this museum for worship as a mosque. Okay. Who is the current director of the UNESCO? He is General Audrey Adole, and he deeply regretted this move by the Turkey government. And what is the alternate name of Hagia Sophia? Now it is currently called as the Great Mosque of Hagia Sophia. Okay. So the next point is e-waste awareness drive launched in several cities. Okay. So there is a company called Huladek Recycling. Okay. It is a e-waste management company, that is the electronic waste management company. As you all know, several countries including India produce billion tons of e-waste every year. Okay. So there is a need to recycle such type of e-waste. So this company called Huladek Recycling, which is based in Kolkata, India. Okay. And this company has launched a e-waste awareness drive in several cities like Bhubaneswar, Shillong, Guwahati, Jamshedpur, Dimapur, Kohima, Agartala and Kolkata. Okay, and the name of the campaign, e-waste awareness campaign, is called Sabko Batao, e-waste Ghatao. Okay, and what is the caption, company caption? Several companies have their own captions, like we say Amul. Amul is the caption of Amul is the taste of India. So similarly, the taste of India. Okay. So similarly, this Huladek Recycling, the caption for this company is hungry for waste. Okay. So the chief executive officer of this company is Nandan Mall. Okay. So the next point is 2018 tiger census in Guinness Book of World Record. Okay, so it is why it has got a place in Guinness Book of World Record, because it is considered as one of the world's largest wildlife survey, a camera trap wildlife survey in terms of data amassed. Okay, so as per this tiger census, 2018 tiger census, nearly 3,000, that is 2,927 tigers are present in India, and it constitutes about nearly 70% of the world's tiger global population. Okay, global tiger population. That means India constitutes 70% of the total tiger population throughout the world. Okay, and the government of India has been conducting this tiger census every 4 years. So it was first done in in the year 2006, then in 2010, 14, and followed by this 2018 tiger census, which has got its place in Guinness Book of World Record. Okay, so it is conducted jointly by the Wildlife Institute of India and WII and the National Tiger Conservation Authority, that is NTCA, and in collaboration with several state forest departments. Okay, so what is the full form of WII? That is Wildlife Institute of India. It was formed in the year 1982. Okay, and it is placed in Dehradun, and it is an autonomous organization under Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. So Prakash Javadkar is the minister of current minister of MOEVS CC. Okay, and the full form of NTCA is National Tiger Conservation Authority. It was formed in the year 2005 following recommendations of the Tiger Task Force. It is an important point. So the Tiger Task Force was actually constituted in the year 2004-2005 following the disappearance, sudden disappearance or deaths of tigers from the Sariska Tiger Reserve. Sariska Tiger Reserve is situated in Alwar district of Rajasthan. Okay, Alwar district of Rajasthan, and due to sudden lowering of the numbers of tigers in this tiger reserve, the government of India, the then government of India, constituted a tiger task force for some recommendations regarding how to conserve or preserve this species. Okay, so following the recommendations of the tiger task force, NTCA was formed. That is National Tiger Conservation Authority, or the Project Tiger. In other words, Project Tiger. They call it Project Tiger. It has been formed. Okay, and it was formed in by the 2006 amendment of the Wildlife Protection Act. Okay, so the next point is US remains India's top trading partner in 2019-20, the financial year 2019 and 20, and it is under the product trade category. Okay, it is not the service trade category. It is only in the product trade category. Suppose in product trade category, we can say like the bilateral trade between India and any other country regarding any product. Suppose we are exporting or importing steel, coal, iron, gold, and different car manufacturing and other things. Okay, so the bilateral trade between India and USA in the financial year 2019-20 corresponds to dollar 88.75 billion. Okay, and the bilateral trade between India and USA in the financial year 18-19 corresponds to 87.96 billion. So there is an increase of nearly 1%, $1 billion. Okay, and the bilateral trade between India and China actually declined. Okay, it was 81.87 billion in the year 2019-20, and it's 87.08 billion. It was 87.08 billion in the year 2018-19. So definitely there is a decrease of $6 to $7 billion of bilateral trade between India and China. So how do we calculate the bilateral trade? These figures are coming you have to sum the number of the amount exported and the amount imported. Okay, so let us take for example in the year 2018, India exported $52 billion to the United States, and it imported nearly $31.6 billion from USA. Okay, so it is the sum of export and imports that constitutes the total bilateral trade between two nations. Okay. So the next point is NHAI to tie up with IITs for improving road infra. Okay. So the full form of NHAI is National Highway Authority of India. It was established by the National Highways Authority of India Act 1988. Okay, Section 16(1) of the NHAI Act 1988. Okay. So, according to the NHAI, that is the National Highway Authority of India, by the year 2019, India had a 1,32,499 kilometer long national highway network. Okay, so who is the current minister under the Ministry of Road, Transport and Highways? He is Sri Nitin Jairam Gadkari, and the Minister of State, Road Transport and Highways is General Retired Dr. V.K. Singh, the ex-Army Chief of India, and the present Chairman of NHAI is an IS officer who is called Sukhveer Singh Sandhu. Okay. So under the institutional social responsibility (ISR), several companies or the corporate sector, they have a term called corporate social responsibility. Similarly, several educational institutes, pioneer institutes like the IITs, NITs, they do have a social responsibility for the society. Okay, so under the institutional social responsibility, the IITs and NITs have been approached by the Government of India, by the NHAI, to get involved in different planning and execution of the national highways passing through nearly those institutes. Okay, so uh, according to the NHAI, there was a famous project called the Golden Quadrilateral project. Okay, it was the brainchild of the Atal Bihari Vajpayee government. The project was to connect the four most busiest cities in our country. Okay, so it was Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai, and Mumbai. Okay, so those four cities were connected by national highways, and the project name was Golden Quadrilateral. So what is the total length of the Golden Quadrilateral? It is 5,846 kilometer. Okay, so 5,846 kilometer is the total length of the Golden Quadrilateral. So next point is Google to invest 75,000 crore to boost India's digital economy. Okay, and Sundar Pichai, he is a well-known figure. Okay, who is the CEO of Google, and also he is the CEO of a subsidiary outlet of Google, that is Alphabet. Okay, question may come, who is the CEO of Alphabet, and he is none other than the CEO of Google himself, that is Sundar Pichai, and he recently announced the Google for India Digitization Fund. Okay, in order to promote the digital education, health, the digitalization in health sector, artificial intelligence, and communications. So Google is ready to spend $10 billion, or it is nearly equivalent to 75,000 crore in Indian currency, to boost India's digital economy. Okay, so the next point is EC gets new assignment at ADB. So EC means Election Commissioner. Election Commissioner Ashok Lavasa. Okay, see he is recently appointed as the Vice President of Asian Development Bank, that is ADB, and he will look after the operations of private sector operations and public-private partnership of the Asian Development Bank situated in Manila, Philippines. Okay. So generally, elections commission, that is the Central Election Commission, consists of three members. One is the Central Election Commissioner, and with two election commissioners of India. Okay, so one of the EC or election commissioner was Ashok Lavasa, and he has got a new post. He is appointed as the Vice President of Asian Development Bank. Okay, so the next point is UK imposes ban on Chinese company Huawei. Okay, so Huawei, as you know, it's a telecom giant, Chinese telecom giant, headquartered at Shenzhen, Guangdong in China. Okay, and Huawei has been banned from the United Kingdom with all equipment from the brand ordered to be removed by 2027. Okay, and as you all know, the US government has already imposed a ban on these Chinese sellers of telecom equipment like ZTE and Huawei. Okay. So the next point is Rajya Sabha launched an employee welfare scheme for Group C employees, and the scheme is called as Sri Arun Jaitley Financial Assistance for Group C employees. Okay, so this was in recommendation, in request of the wife of late Sri Arun Jaitley, was the Finance Minister of India, and the Rajya Sabha launched this Sri Arun Jaitley Financial Assistance for Group C employee, the scheme to support the class 4, class 3 employees of the Rajya Sabha Secretariat. Okay, so thank you for today's session. For more such type of informative and educational videos, please like and subscribe this channel. Thank you.